Hello and welcome to another player profile and projection. My name is Jimmy. Sitting next to me is Jake. Behind the desk, producer Bug Dude. And the man of the hour today is Luis Cessa. How about this? Luis Cessa coming into his 6th year as a New York Yankee. He has done the 40-man dance like no one else in the history of 40-man dancing. Been out of options for 2 full seasons now and just survived. Just the Cessroach. Is that what you call him, Jake?
I don't know if I said Cessroach. I said Louie. Oh, no, let that curveball go.
Now, can I tell you a little something about Luis Cessa's 2020 season, the shortened season?
Would love if you did.
Can I tell you that he was 30% better than the average pitcher, according to ERA+?
Sure.
Can I tell you that he did not blow a lead for the Yankees all season?
I like that.
He didn't start any games. And he was decent in the role he was asked to do. And a lot of that, want to know why a lot of that manifested? Because the Yankees figured out what role to use Luis Cessa in for the first time in 6 years.
Yeah.
5 years. Why don't we use this guy in the bullpen when we're down by 3?
Yeah.
He got like 3 chances to give up the lead, and he survived all of them. He came into a tie game once. Let's see. I actually had it in front of me. He came into a tie game. He left. Game was still tied. He came ahead 5. He left. They were only ahead by 3 now. He came in ahead 8. He left. They were only ahead 6 now. Came in ahead 1. Left. They were still up by 1. Came in ahead 3. They were still up by 3 when he left. And then in all of September, he only came in when they were down. But as a 6th, 7th guy out of the pen, is kind of like, yeah. And we'd been saying forever, like, just use him in the bullpen.
And John, no, it's kind of funny. You might be the internet leader in getting rid of reliever ERA because it can be bug stuff pretty quick. Luis Cessa's last appearance was a 14-1 loss to Toronto where he gave up 3 runs. You take away his last appearance, Luis Cessa had a 2.21 ERA.
Yeah.
Cessa has done what we've asked of him. I'm interested to see right now in the Yankees bullpen, they have him slated behind Chapman, Britton, Chad, O'Day, Loizaga, which I think can be a fun conversation. We do think Johnny Lazo's more talented, but he hasn't shown it really in the bullpen. Rumors of a Justin Wilson signing are happening while we do this. Man, Cessa as the last or second to last guy in the bullpen, he's won me over in that role. And I think baseball has also developed enough around Luis Cessa where he's stretched out from being a starter that Luis Cessa can give you 2 innings. He could give you 3 innings. And that's become a much more important role on a Major League Baseball team. Yeah,
I do think that they were interested in giving Cessa some closer games last year. Like his second appearance, it was tie game, right? He came in the 6th inning. He was unscathed. The next one, they gave him a 5-run lead. It got cut down to 3 runs. Britton had to come in to close it out now. And then they gave him like I said, an 8-run lead. It was the 9th inning, so they let him ride it out, but he gave up some runs. And then from then on out, he really didn't see a lead. And they were like, we'll just use him down. So we'll be interested to see if they test those waters using him with small leads. If they want to give him some time, just like seeing what they got there, I wouldn't mind that. It'll come at a big price, and if it happens, I'll probably be upset about it in the moment. I'll be like, "Why the fuck did you use Cessa when you got all these people?" But I don't mind them testing out just to see. But even if he never gets there, and he's just, hey, we're down by 2 or 3, let's use Cessa. That's fine. You need guys to be in that role.
Yeah, I think something I want to track this spring training. So Cessa spring training tracker activated. Jim, in 2019, he had 13 appearances of 40 or more pitches. So, I mean, that's a bulky relief appearance. All of those are out of the pen. with his high of 61 pitches. Last year, I think his highest total pitch count was 39. So I'm going to be interested to see. I think this 2021 season, pitching-wise, you're going to want guys as stretched out as much as possible. You're going to need innings. You're going to need bodies. So I don't know. I'm interested to track Cessa's spring training to see, does he get a 2-inning stint at some point? How far does he get stretched out in spring? Because I don't know. I guess that's kind of a funny thing spinning in my head last year. Seeing that, he didn't pitch 3 innings last year. The year before that, he pitched 3 innings. Let me see. 10 times. So I don't know. I'm interested to see about that.
I have another interesting nugget about last year.
Another interesting nugget.
What pitch do you think Cessa threw the most last year?
Ooh, you'd assume a fastball. I don't know if you'd be asking if it wasn't his slider.
His fastball usage got cut in half, went from 34% to 16%. Wow. His slider usage jumped up from 50% to 54%.
Just keep snapping them.
He was slider first last year in a landslide. 54% slider, 16 fastball, 14 sinker, 12 changeup. So really it was slider and then a grab bag. Kind of wild, right?
Yeah, pair of fastballs there. So still slider, a fastball, and then changeup. But that's a lot of sliders. 55%?
Yeah.
That's snapping it.
It's a lot of sliders. He doesn't throw his changeup or curveball to righties at all.
Righties at all. Okay.
So to lefties, no, to righties, he's just a 3-pitch pitcher. And 2 of them are fastballs. 2 fastballs and a slider. To lefties, he's a 5-pitch pitcher. Seems unnecessary.
Getting funky.
Seems very unnecessary.
I like it, Rui.
That's odd. I mean, his slider did pretty good. It had a 180 batting average. It had a 340 slugging against. Had a 35 whiff percentage. I mean, that's really good.
Sure.
But yeah, he bumped it up. I'm interested to see if... I think that's the difference between reliever Cessa and not, because, in 2018, they still had him as a starter, right?
Yeah, he didn't start games in 2019. He started 5 in 2018.
And he was a 2-pitch pitcher. Then he threw it like 42 and 45% of the time, slider, fastball. So, I mean, listen, he's still got no options. He's still like pitching for his, DFA or trade or something.
Yeah.
But I do think the Yankees finally found the role. I mean, when 2018, they should have pivoted to the bullpen. I was kind of weird that they took so long to do that. And he goes to the bullpen. Is he going to become a trusted reliever in winning games? That's question 1. Question 2, Jake, is does he need to become that?
So it's a really interesting scale, because I was going to start off with the negative, and I was going to spin it in a positive way for Yankee fans. If for some reason Luis Cessa were to get DFA'd this year, it would either mean that a lot of pitchers are healthy and worked out for us, which would be a good thing, or, Cessa took just a violently bad turn. Jim, in winning important games, I don't think so. I think Cessa might have how about this? Cessa might have a really good opportunity to start this season. We know Tyon's not going to be stretched out. We know they're not going to push Kluber.
What do you mean, start?
No, I just think a good opportunity. There's going to be Cessa days probably lined up to start the season. We've talked about Jameson Taillon's first start this year. He might only be stretched out to 60 pitches. The first 3 weeks of the season, I think Cessa might have days lined up where he's essentially lined up to pitch 45 pitches.
As a piggyback?
Yes.
When you said Cessa has days to start the season...
I believe I said good opportunities to start the season.
Oh, okay. I'm still hearing that as you think he was going to start games,
no,
which no.
Never.
Yes, okay. That's why I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, that would be shocking.
I think in my brain, the comma wasn't in the right spot.
Okay.
He's got good opportunities to start this season. and he's got good opportunities.
A good opportunity to start this season.
Yes.
By coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I see what happened.
Yeah.
I see what happened.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Glad we're on the same page.
So,
yeah, I think I'll have big piggyback days.
How about that? Yeah, this season Rui better be ready to go to start the season.
Mm-hmm. Piggyback days. I mean, and you give him 3 innings. You hope he does. But that's the thing. I mean, I don't even know if they're going to give him leads.
Well, and that's where...
If they do give him like a 5-run lead, like you have to hold it, or a 6-run lead, but who cares? He might just be the lost guy.
I think a lot of these we turn into, how does the season end? We go Yankee fans in October. What does it look like? And, man, you could go high end with a lot of guys, whether it's Davey, there's a Clark Schmidt world, there's a Nick Nelson world, there's Domingo Herman, there's, Kluber, Tyone. The October world for Cessa is make sure we don't have to worm anybody else in the pen. And, hey, that's still an important role. I mean, what's the most innings Cessa's ever pitched in a season? 81 in 2019. If Cessa can give us a good 80 innings this year, a solid 80 innings this year just to get through, that's kind of what we're asking. Yeah, I mean,
it depends on usage. Because if they're using him in the way I think they're going to use him, I don't think there's any really harm. He has the ability to, he's got a nice fastball and a slider. I don't know why it doesn't work for him. I don't know why he hasn't been able to be that lockdown guy or like transition into a bigger inning piece. I don't think it needs to happen this year. Maybe it will. I don't know. I trust him for the role he's in. The role he's in is pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of not big spikes and ebbs and flows in his season. It's just he's found a role that works for him. That long relief, that 2-inning role that has become really important in baseball. You don't have to go through a lineup twice. Throw your best fastball, throw your best slider, get through it. And Cessa's been good at that the past 2 years. I mean, we're talking 100 innings, 59 games with a 3.94 ERA. For basically the last guy out of the bullpen, that's not bad at all. That's good.
The baseball
Orioles would kill for this.
They would. The baseball reference projections.
The Birds.
They're predicting with 49% reliability that Cessa will pitch in 63 innings.
2 saves. 3 innings saves.
4.29 ERA.
I mean, if this is actually Cessa's stat line, this is what we asked for.
Yeah, and he doesn't get small leads, and he just pitches when they're down by 2 and down by 3.
You'd like a couple more innings, ideally, but yeah,
be fine with that.
Max kind of has a weird over/under.
Researcher Max over/under. What is it? I do not have it in front of me.
I don't know what I was expecting to see, but it's 19.5 appearances in the 8th inning or later.
That's way too high, Max.
Seems high. I'm wondering where he got that number because Max is fueled by numbers.
19.5. Let's go to 2019.
Game logs.
In the 8th inning or more?
8th inning or later.
Oh, well, you have to think about pitching and losses in the 8th inning or
right.
later. So he had 17 in 2019. 8th inning or later, it's 17. Like if you're down by 5.
In 2019, 14 games finished.
Yeah, in 2019, he had 17 in the 8th inning or later. In 2020, he had 5.
So, I mean, I kind of saw where Max was going with this. That still seems high. I feel like we're also going to have young guys auditioning for roles this year. Like,
it's going to be like
Nelson. You have, if it's Cessa in a losing effort, you're thinking he probably comes right after the starting pitcher.
He's either following the starter earlier in the season, or you're looking at it like it's the 4th inning and we're down 2. let's roll Cessa out there, where they might be more experimental.
But there could be a lot of games where it's the 6th inning, we're down 2, oh shit, now we're down 5.
Right.
Cessa, you have the rest of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I feel like there's going to be too many auditions this season between whether it's Nelson, Abreu, other young guys coming up. That I don't know. I'm going to take the under. It feels high.
I'll take the over.
Sure.
Cessa closes out every game that we're losing.
Some big wins.
He's got really good numbers in the 8th inning. 3.38 ERA, 182 batting average against.
It matters.
Terrible innings in the 9th inning. Terrible
Stuff.
Got 12 ERA in the 9th inning. Don't do it.
Good playoff stats.
Is Cessa still the outfield killer?
Ooh.
Is he still fly balls?
It used to be funny.
It used to be that he would just throw fastballs.
Workout days.
And then the outfields would just run themselves into the wall.
Increase that WAR.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Luis Cessa.
Cessa stats.
We're going Cessa, Luis. Let's do 2019 and 2020 since we're doing reliever Cessa.
Sure.
And we'll do pitch result. In play no outs and in play outs. And then we're going to hit search. And then we're going to click the graph button. We're there. We're almost there. Let's see if he's still big fly ball pitcher. Graphs, spray chart. Inconclusive.
All right.
What do you make of this?
We got it.
It's very inconclusive. Okay, I'll show BBD the graph. And what do you make of that, BBD?
It's a graph for sure.
It almost gives you no information.
Is the biggest thing here that he went on vacation with Chapman?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chapman. He doesn't like Chapman. He's too scared to say no, and Chapman didn't want to ask anyone else.
I think he likes Chappie.
Seems like they're good friends. Where do you find the ground ball or whatever?
Cessa feels well liked on the team.
He's been there a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think you went past it. There. Batted ball profile.
Fly ball. Oh, it's ground ball 45% of the time. Cool. Let's show a random video.
39% in 2020. It was 48, 46, and 19 and 18. First time being below 45.
There you go.
Huge.
Show random video. And we've got grounds out to third baseman DJ LeMahieu to first baseman Luke Voigt.
Day in and day out, you see the beating the catchers take.
2-1 pitch.
Easy.
Grounds out to LeMahieu.
And that's what we want from
Jason
him.
Mernsnick, you're out.
8th inning of a 9-3 loss.
8th inning. Wow, Jake's regretting his
Easy
pick
over.
already.
I'm regretting it.
He's regretting his pick
I'm regretting
already. He's a big egret. The egret man.
Be solid, Luis.
Cessa. Goodbye, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode because it's an episode a day every day until opening day.
Know what I feel Cessa's normally good for?
A joke?
When we're going through a series recap. And it's like, oh yeah, Cessa pitched 2.1 shutout. Good job, Luis.
Still lost 5-0.
Yeah.